So let's have a conversation about friendship, community, getting older or growing more mature, being older, wiser, midlife, no, quarter life crisis, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm sitting here and I just woke up from a dream, ate some food and I went to sleep in the parking lot, and I have a lot of energy. And I want to talk about these things that are really important because I'm sitting here and I was really frustrated, by the way. And I know I'm recording it this way because, I'm in my car. I don't have a car stand, but listen to it like a podcast, okay? So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to figure out, like, I've been frustrated and annoyed with people and just frustrated. And I didn't know why I was frustrated. It took me a little bit of time to conceptualize, like, what went down or what happened. And nothing happened. And that's the problem. When you are in your 20s, I'm 26 now. When you are in your 20s, or your teenage years, actually, we'll even start with teenage years. Hang out with people who are ambitious, who are going places, who have goals. Okay? Hang out with them. And don't just hang out. I'm just saying that either be alone or only hang out with people who are ambitious. Okay? That's it. Because I realized, in 2021, 2020, I lost a bunch of long-term friendships. It didn't work out. It cut off. We had a difference of opinions about what was going on in the world and everything. And we just cut each other off. At one point, I made a bunch of people unfollow me, and I unfollowed them, blocked them, or whatever. And there were people I was close to. And the reason why it was a boundary, I didn't want them watching my content because I was talking about things I didn't think they'd resonate with. And it was like this overwhelming feeling of like, these people aren't going to make it. They're saying they rock with you now, but when push comes to shove, which it did, they're going to fold. And they folded. And I didn't want to be around folding chairs. I can't take it. I like expensive furniture, not folding chairs. So you know what I did? I ended up letting them back in, and I apologized because their feelings were hurt, and I get it, but it was a boundary, and I couldn't necessarily explain to them like why it happened. They're like, "Oh, you're just overwhelmed." No, I knew you would fold, and I couldn't do it, and I didn't want to be in alignment with that. And I said that we can be friends, but we don't have to be on social media, because I was building my social media presence. I was building it, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted it to look like. And I've always been someone who's been very outspoken, and I was just super against all kinds of censorship, and I expressed that. And I didn't have people rocking with me like that when I talked about that. So I was just like, you don't have to rock with me. You don't have to be here at all, period, point blank. And I never had issues with people who I never met before, or people who I did meet solely on the internet. I feel like they resonated with me so much more than the people I had around me. And I know it's healthy to have people in your actual life, and I do have people in my actual life who resonate, but it's a very small number compared to it's a very small number, which is completely fine. But what happened was I had a bunch of people I kept around me for entertainment purposes. People I go to concerts with, I go dancing with, people I go eat food with all the time. But not necessarily like relationships that extended beyond entertainment. Relationships where you can talk about, I want to make X amount a year, and it doesn't seem like I'm talking about, I want to take over the world or something. So my message is just to be very mindful. And this is literally something that I just realized because I was frustrated. I was frustrated, and I couldn't understand why I was frustrated. And I just realized I wasn't aligned. I wasn't in alignment with all of my, and it's not just friendships though. It can also be praise be to Goddess that I've been able to let go of romantic relationships a lot easier than friendships. Romantic relationships, they come, they go, so replaceable. That's a Seb Deliza quote from one of her songs. It's a beautiful song. It's called Replaceable. But, with friendships, it's a lot. It was more difficult, but relationships was easy because I refused to beg someone to stay with me. I'm just like, if this isn't gonna work, then just go, and hey. But friendship is like, oh my God, I've known you for like 5-10 years. No, like, let's connect. Let's try to make this work. Don't make it work. It shouldn't have worked all those years. The reason why it was working is because you weren't working. And that's the problem. So all that I'm trying to get out in this like rambling, it's not a rant. It is a realization. It is an epiphany that when people say like, it's not even just, and I don't want to talk too much. This is really about community. This is about community. And when you are growing, you need to be in an environment that is healthy for you to grow. I should have put myself in an environment that was healthy to grow. I did. I went to one community college, didn't really deal with it, but then I went to another one. I found more interesting and inspirational, like, folks that I resonated with that inspired me to do better, which I did and everything like that. But all that I'm getting at is constantly move into environments that are encouraging you to grow. Do not move backwards. Do not stay in stagnation. Just because someone isn't bad does not mean there's anything good about them, and that will leave you in stagnation. You do not want to have the same mindset, or you do not want to stay 16 in the head when you're 26. Okay, so I've just been sitting here contemplating all these things that I'm having to do more adulting, and I just realized if I don't learn what I've learned in the past 10 years, from 16 to now, if I don't apply that right now, in the next 10 years when I'm 36, I am going to be upset with myself. Like, what did I do? There was a lot of things I didn't do. A lot of, like, just, like, I didn't wear makeup before. I'm not wearing makeup right now because this is this is a very hippy dippy day, okay? It's a hippy dippy day. Kind of did my eyebrows, but this is a very hippy dippy day. Matter of fact, it's too hippy dippy. I just don't like going online without anything. But that's my message. Because you do not want to hang out with. And sometimes it's not just friends. It might be jobs. I knew a young woman, when I was we worked next to each other, and she got a job that was going to pay her a super livable wage. And she was super excited to have, and she told her boss, like, hey, this is my 2-week notice, I'm going to leave. And he was very negative about it. He goes, I hope it fails. I hope they don't treat you as well we treat you here. And she said she cried because she couldn't believe he had said that to her. Like, that was her boss. They were like, they were cool. They were on like a cordial relationship. And I was shocked to hear that, because I said, what kind of boss says that? So when you're doing better for yourself, you're not always going to get supported by the people around you, especially when you're of use to them. Let's say you're going to move somewhere else, or you're going to take a job somewhere else, or you're needed somewhere else and you're helping somebody pay their mortgage. They will probably sabotage you if you're living with them. They'll try to. They'll say things to you like, oh, you don't belong there. If you're having a job that's going to pay you a livable wage, because they know if you make more money, you'll have more options to move out. What else? Or it's just like, if you leave, if you exit the dynamic, whatever dynamic you're in, you will not be of use to them. So they will try to discourage you sometimes if they are toxic, if they are not in alignment with your purpose. But maybe sometimes you need obstacles. I really don't like obstacles. I like things to just be smooth and easy. But this looks so much better than the lip gloss. But anyway, these are my Kelly Stamps earrings. This one broke off, so I just kind of leave it here dangling, and I think it's a really cool aesthetic. I got this when she had her line and her Carpe Diem necklace. I love her work. We both went to SMC. That's so cool. That's a tangent, but that's all I wanted to say. I feel so good to get that off of my chest. I hope this reaches someone who needs to hear this. Like, literally, cut those people off. Get them out of your life. Do not consider them. Like, I literally was talking to people with huge social media accounts. I'm talking 500,000. I'm talking like all types of connections, and I deleted my social media, or I deactivated my Instagram, because I didn't want people who I didn't resonate with following me, and I didn't want to hurt their feelings or burn bridges by making them unfollow me and me unfollowing them or blocking them. That's usually what I do. I don't just like, here, I want an extra follower. No, I don't want you to follow me either. The heck? And I did that. And when I did that, no, because I didn't want to burn those bridges. I should have burnt them and let the bridges burn like the wag. That's what I should have done. Just you can go. You don't need to be here. Okay, we had some good times. We went to some concerts. We went to some parties. We ate some food together. We spent some time, but our relationship went no more than entertainment. And when entertainment wasn't a factor anymore because so many things were cut off during 2020, I should have let it be like that. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. It's good old water. Agua. So that's my spiel. I feel like I covered most topics. Let me pour myself some water. This is really just, I had to get this out. Because I was sitting here and I was going to call my sister and have this conversation. I would put it on TikTok. TikTok is way too, like, I don't know. I have to play around with that app some more. I'm on TikTok on Flesh and Freedom. And and that's why I really don't like people I know to follow me. Please don't fall. Oh my goodness, did it fall? I don't like it when my lids fall. Maybe it fell on some paper. Yeah, that's why I didn't like people I know to follow me on the internet, because it's like, I like the freedom to post whatever I want without knowing someone I know is keeping tabs. And then also what's really discouraging is when I share my goals with people, friends, sometimes family. And they would tell me, like, I had an idea for an app, and somebody was like, is that a good app idea or something like that? And it's just better not to share sometimes. Like, it's better not to share these things with, like, and that's why I say keep ambitious people around you. Because when I've shared, like, my ideas for, like, my social media platform and just, like, my business ventures, if I was talking to somebody who's done things and like magnificent things with their life, worked magic with their life, or who is in the process of doing that, very encouraging. The moment you talk to somebody who's a loser, oh, how are you going to do that? That's a lot of work. Oh, that's a lot of years in school to become a doctor. I wanted to be a dermatologist at one point. I don't know. I might still do it. It's up in the air. Who knows? I don't even know if I should share that. It's up in the air. Who knows? But, it's just like, I don't know. I need to pick that top up. But it's just, you can't. And then what else did I share? Oh, I shared with someone. I don't know if I already said this, but I wanted to make a certain amount of money. I shared it with a friend. And they were like, well, you have to know that we're so young and that it might not happen. It won't happen. So you have to realize everyone's older, and you have to realize some people have privileges, and that, you have these huge expectations. And I was just like, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just said I wanted to make not that much money a year. I think it was not that high of a number. And then I was talking to somebody else, talking to this person who works in finance about like how I wanted to make this or that third, because we're talking about finances, and they were like, you'll probably make that. And then when they were saying that, I realized that they were like, that's such a low number. It's not hard to get that. And I was just sitting here like, oh my gosh, why did I tell them that? I should have said twice or three times the amount. Like, why did I say, like, I feel like I was selling myself short. And then I realized that wasn't even that big of a goal. So then it was just like, wow. Like, it was definitely a livable wage, but a livable, like, income, of course. But it wasn't like, it wasn't, G-Wagon, buy myself a G-Wagon type stuff. You know what I mean? I don't even know. Maybe lease a G-Wagon. I don't know. Depending on, like, how many vacations I take a year. But that is my spiel. I wish YouTube would let me go live on my phone, but they tell me I have to have a laptop, and my laptop, the camera, for some reason, is not giving. Run, little girl, run. That was so adorable. That girl's probably 20, but she looks like she's 10. That's so cute. But, yeah, that is the spiel. That is the talk. That is what I want you to know. For my young people, and even if you're older than me or whatever, because I see my demographics, they're more than just in the 20s and the teens, they're 30s, 40s. Listen, just do you. Like, apply what you need to. Don't be afraid to change. Burn the bridges. I might reactivate my old Instagram and just literally block and unfollow everybody. Like, you can't be here. You can't be here. You cannot be here. because I really did like the community, because I was really growing and I was constantly in communication with others, but it was that mental hurdle. Ah, my goodness. I really want, the sun is going down. It's only like, what time is it? 7:03? Oh, I guess it is sundown hours. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh my goddess. Let me be your woman. I bought these really interesting rum honey cookies. I think these are probably, they look Russian. They might be Russian. I don't know where they're from. They don't have these. I got these from the European market. They don't have milk or eggs. The smell reminds me of figs. That's what it reminds me of. I was trying to figure out what it reminds me of. It's definitely a fig. I already have what I get, I think. I'm wrapping up. If you have anything to say, leave a comment. DM me on Instagram. I make myself pretty accessible. At least for now. I don't know if it's going to stay like that. If it gets overwhelming, I'll change it. But for now, it's pretty smooth. But, yeah, it's just a simple car talk. Thank you for tuning in. No, wait. I'm trying to figure out a cute angle. I'm going to go do my hair. I'm going to go wash, take the conditioner. I have conditioner in my hair right now. And I'm just going to rinse that out. Maybe do a little blow dry. And maybe I'll put a hair mask on and then condition it again. I don't know how I feel about that.